Good evening, everyone. We are super excited to present to you our 6th grade band spring concert. As they say, it takes a village, and I have an amazing village right on the stage here, in addition to the support, obviously, of our community and our families and our administration. So tonight is not going to be a very long concert, so if you have somewhere to be or want extra ice cream, you'll have plenty of time for that. We're going to begin our concert with a quick warm-up, so you don't need to applause after our scale, except if you're like, wow, they can play scale. And then after that, we're going to do some selections from our method book. Hopefully you are familiar with the book and the tunes you're about to hear. And for those of you that have been at our concerts all along, you know that we're very methodical about what we introduce and what they learn and when, and different time signatures. So the book songs you'll be hearing, a couple of them you may have actually even heard before, but we're building on different keys. So throughout the year, we've played warm-ups in various keys. So our pieces out of our book are now in different keys. We have some different types of repeats for those of you who are musically, knowledgeable. You know the difference between a DS and a DC, Alfine, coda, all that kind of thing. So we do have a few book selections that have different things like that. Following that, Mr. Larsalier, Mr. Burns, our student teacher, Mrs. Van Etter, and myself will each take a turn conducting one of the selections that we've prepared for you today. As you also may have noticed, we've added to our instrumentation. That's also very intentional. So now we have some tubas, some bassoons, some bass clarinets, switched a couple people over to horn. Now our percussionists, they'll begin on the bells because that's how we began our year, but you'll see them taking turns at all the different instruments, from the battery instruments to the keyboard instruments to auxiliary to timpani. So we really hope that you enjoy our performance tonight. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you so much. My name is Mr. Lars Lear. I'm one of the band directors at McDonald Middle School and also at East Lansing High School. And I just want to also welcome you and say what a great year this has been in the 6th grade band. I want you to know, if you've never heard a 6th grade band before, this is an amazing 6th grade band. All right. Honestly, one of the best 6th grade bands that we've had since I've been here teaching at East Lansing. This is year 13 for me. So we're really excited about these students. We hope that they all continue on in middle school and high school. And we have so many great things to offer in this district and in our programs that we hope that they'll take advantage of all those great opportunities as they come through our program and come through our school district. So thank you for your support and your encouragement. I know sometimes it gets challenging, but that's why we play musical instruments. If it were easy, everybody would do it, all right? To conduct our first full band song, I'm going to introduce our student teacher, Mr. Burns. Just finished his student teaching from Michigan State. He's a trumpet player. He went to Rockford High School, and he graduated last weekend. And so we're super excited for him. He had his first job interview yesterday. He got called back for a second round tomorrow. So we're looking forward to hearing that. So would you please help me thank and welcome our wonderful student teacher, Mr. Joel Burns.
Thanks again for coming out tonight. We told you it would not be a long concert, but it sure was full of a lot of music. We are super lucky here in East Lansing, in addition to having community support and administrative support and just amazing colleagues. We often have grants we write from the East Lansing Educational Foundation, and I know each of us on the stage has received a grant from ELEF for various things that support our programs. We do have things such as Ovation Strings, jazz bands, and obviously our high school marching band, so we're super lucky with that. We also have a group of amazing parents who form an organization called ELVOPA, East Lansing Band and Orchestra Parent Association, and that group really does, they're kind of like the basis of all our fundraising that helps with all our trip fundraising. For example, we just got back from Chicago with the 7th and 8th grade bands and orchestras just last week, and ELVOPA provided us all with shirts for the kids so families didn't have to pay for that. So if you ever see an email from ELVOPA, please just feel free to answer the call, even if it's something like, you know, helping drive kids around for an event we have called Night Out or anything like that. As your student makes their decisions for scheduling for next year, we would just like to point out that we consider this kind of band light, even though they're amazing. This is like an introduction to band. We've had our 3 concerts. We've done a lot of different, you know, just pedagogical stuff. But beginning in 7th grade all the way through high school, students who are participating in our band program have the opportunity to do as much or as little as they like with the program. So if your student is someone who's like, yeah, band's good enough, it's kind of fun, I like my instrument, they can play in band, do our concerts, and not do anything extra. If your student is one of those that's like, oh my gosh, I love my instrument, I want to do all the things. Well, beginning in 7th grade, we have Solo and Ensemble Festival. They can participate and audition for things such as All-State Band and Honor Band. We have a really good jazz band program. They could join jazz band. We are, again, very fortunate with our proximity to Michigan State that we're able to utilize a lot of students there to come and work with our our students. A lot of MSU music education students work with our kids. So there's a lot more to band than just, you know, Mr. Larsleer, Mrs. Van Adder, Mrs. Cross saying practice, or stop hitting each other, or all of that. So in any case, Ms. Van Adder is an amazing assistant band director. She's really a great violist, and she's a 6th grade orchestra teacher, and works with the 7th and 8th grade orchestra, and also the 8th grade and 6th grade band. So she's kind of like, she does, as we say, all the things. So we'd like to conclude the concert with Mrs. Van Adder conducting our final selection. Those of you who are probably in between my age and her age might recognize this song, just saying.